Welcome, guys. So today we are going to discuss. We're going to continue where we stopped, and on the personality disorders. So the other disorder is on antisocial personality disorder. What do you think is an antisocial person?
You know, from the word social, a social person is somebody who is interacting, but anti means, the opposite.
The opposite
somebody
of
who is withdrawn, is withdrawn, doesn't want to interact with others, he is isolated,
So it means that that person does not like talking to other people, socializing with other people. So that person is antisocial, and that is one of the characteristics of those people. Antisocial, being anti-interactive with the other persons. So that person, those people tends to also steal. They have that habit of stealing.
So there's a tendency for stealing, so as to satisfy their urge, or why are they stealing?
So those people, according to Sigmund Freud, they usually try to satisfy their ego, because we have the ego, super-ego, and ego. So they try to satisfy the ego. The ego is the ether. So it means that those people, they lack some sense of thinking twice in such situation. So they tend to steal to satisfy their needs. So these people are interacting. So it means that they do not care of the other person's feeling, because they are antisocial, right? They are antisocial. So those people also, they tend to become volatile or violate the rights of others.
So as somebody who is volatile, somebody who is explosive, can react faster. So when you cross paths, they react.
They react very fast.
So they have some disorder, and these can manifest itself in marriage and can be very risky, because what are the consequences of having somebody who is volatile in marriage? Somebody who has this disorder, this can even lead to murder. There are people who are dating people with disorder and they don't know actually.
So it means that you must have lived with the other person. So they can even kill you, because they have tried to violate your rights. They can kill you. They can try to even to chase you away. Right? For example, where you find a husband chasing his wife away, because that means that person, the husband, has got a problem.
Even they're isolated. They want to be alone. They want to be in this state
Solitude.
of emptiness, solitude.
Yeah.
So that was on that. So what are other personality disorders that we know?
So the other one is about obsessiveness. That person is obsessed.
This we call it obsessive compulsive disorder, or
obsessive compulsive or personality disorder.
OCD. In short, it's called OCD because you are obsessed with something. And there is obsessive compulsive disorder of hoarding. When you see these of hoarding, there is types for hoarding, for shopping, even for cleanness. And this is a good one, because somebody is obsessed with cleaning and cleaning. There are some people who are obsessed with hoarding. They bring something, they just go there, find something in the street, bring it in the house. They go find something, they stock. They pile. Even the house, you cannot have a space to walk, because they are just piling things and things and things. They are hoarding. They have that obsessive compulsion.
Will I be wrong when I say that those people who usually hold something, for example, holding their feelings, holding their opinions, sentiments, holding their sentiments in themselves. For example, those people, they do not tell you if you are wrong or right. So you just do your business, but you are not going to be talked to.
True.
So it means that they just hold it. They just hold the grudges themselves. I think that can be a characteristic
of the OCD people.
The OCD people.
I was watching a documentary of OCD people. And some people have an obsessive disorder for shopping. They just go online and shop and shop and shop and shop. I don't know what causes OCD. Maybe can you tell us what causes OCD? What leads to a point somebody is obsessed, have that compulsion?
Someone can be obsessed with so many things. Someone can be obsessed with power. Someone can be obsessed with power, because this person tries to be correct, tries to be perfect in everything. For example, when that person, for example, a politician, when he acquires that power or that seat, remember power is the universal thing. So it means that that person, when he or she acquires that position, for example in the government or as a civil servant, it means that that person will try to become perfect, will try to control all the sectors of the government, right? Will try to call it or to be the brain of the mass, the brain of the citizen.
So that's, will I be wrong if I say he is also showing some sign of narcissism?
Narcissism, yeah. Narcissism is there.
Oh, narcissism is part of
it is a personality disorder.
And most politicians are OCD because they have this insatiable urge for power. And you can look from even Korea to other parts of the world, even Africa, the US, everywhere. We have seen people are so obsessed with power.
Yeah.
Power. They are power hungry.
Yeah, they will need to be in control of everything, of people, of money, of tasks, of situations, of everything. So those people, they will be like a manager in everything.
Yeah.
So they
want
will
to control.
Yeah, to control everything.
And even not only even in politics, we have such people in offices. You know, in the place of work, we can have somebody with some narcissism character trait. And let me tell you, my friend, let me tell you, Minor, you will suffer. Because when you're in charge of somebody who has narcissism, this person will not understand. This person will not put your feelings to consideration. They just want them first.
Yeah.
Even in marriage, what are the effects of dating such a person who has narcissism? And how can we spot a person with narcissism in marriage?
Yeah, just from their characters.
From their characters.
Yeah, just from their characters. When you note those characters. Yeah, like trying to control you.
Trying to control you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you put a scenario in dating? Maybe somebody want to control you, want to take how you dress, maybe how you eat.
Yeah.
Is that somehow?
It must come from me. So they will say that everything that you do, you must ask for permission. Go to me, I'm the deputy of everything.
Babe, don't do this. Babe, do this. Don't do this. They want to control you.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and you know, I'm not telling you. We are not telling people that you should not do it. There's sometimes you can control and people you are doing wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. But a person who is narcissistic is trying to take charge. 100% is trying to control you. He's trying to take charge of, even your money. You have been paid.
Yeah. He's being manipulated.
Telling you, babe,
manipulation.
This money, we need to do this. We have a project. Bring your money. Bring this. Bring this. And when it reaches a point when you're controlled, and it's packaged in love to a point you cannot even notice. Yeah? But these people who are narcissistic, let me tell you one thing about them. They have sweet words. They are the one who you will find them in position of power. They are the one we have a tendency, a research was done. We have a tendency of electing these people. We are always complaining of leaders, and we are the one who are electing these people. Who do you think? Why? Like, look at the cases of dictators. We have dictators. Yeah, I've seen people talking of dictators even in Kenya. Did those people elect themselves? It is us who elected them. So that shows us we are Kenodians.
Sure.
We have that tendency to love these people. In marriage, there are many cases of people. You have here a lady saying, "Alinifanyia hivi, he did this to me, he did this to me." But that lady is not moving out. These people have a nice tongue. They know how to talk. They know how to talk you. They know how to, calm you. And trying to control you.
Most of them are rulers.
Rulers.
They are rulers, leaders. Remember?
Yeah, managers.
Yeah, in high position.
In high position.
So guys, we have
dissected
these topics. And the other disorders, for example, we had the other one which is avoidance, and from the term avoidance, those people try to avoid tasks, position, right? So they have tried to avoid everything that you give them.
Let me say this. We have come from the borderline personality disorders.
Yes.
We cleared that. We went to the obsessive compulsive disorders, the OCD. Yes. We've talked about that. Yes. We are now at the avoidant personality disorders.
Yes. The avoidant personality disorder.
What is the meaning of avoidant? It comes from the word avoid.
So avoidance is a state whereby you try to stay away, or you just try you remove yourself from a situation. right? So it is a way of a mechanism where you try to satisfy yourself so that you escape from a certain matrix. For instance, when you are given a task, for example, you have been given a task as a group, right? So you find the avoidant characters, right?
Yeah, so many.
Trying or removing themselves from the group. So they escape the task, they escape the process. So it is a problem that is in themselves. So it means that they require attention, seriously. Yeah.
And what might be the cause of this? Why do we reach a point where somebody should be avoidant of, they don't want even to go to work, maybe they're avoiding work, they're avoiding responding to a task. What might be causing this thing? The main question should be what is causing this thing?
So the causative agent or the vector of these effects, it means that it comes from a series of the personality disorder. For example, this person, if that person is stressed, right? If that person is stressed, if that person is not loved, if that person is not attended to when that person is required to be attended to, it means that person will try to withdraw him or herself from the state of the reality.
And how do they do that? Do they immerse themselves in drugs or do they engage in binge drinking?
Yeah, most of them engage in binge drinking, binge eating. You find this person having a lot of appetite, too much of appetite, 100%, right? So it means that it is a problem that comes from the brain, because the brain is the one which controls everything. So if the problem comes from the brain, in order to cool this brain, that person also goes to drugs. Yeah, that person injects himself with the drugs so to cool them.
And there have been this issue. There are many people in prison. Actually, most people in prison, they are guilty. But what motivated them to do some of these heinous acts is because of these disorders that started, these disorders usually start with something. It's a causant.
They started way long ago.
I think the judges should put in consideration, was this person disturbed before committing something?
Yeah, I want to submit that in the courts, we usually have that medical attention. So when the judge tries to ask this person questions, or the person who has been arrested, that person is usually advised to go to the mental hospital so that the mind can be examined. See if the person has a problem.
Yeah, but also they should look at the circumstances that led to that murder, because in this case of this murder, who was a principal, he killed the principal of Kiro Boys. But this murder, he plotted the principal to be killed, but he was disturbed by the principal, who was cheating on him. She didn't kill out of wanting to kill. There was something that was happening, and he started developing this a personality disorder.
Sort of
started
depression.
Feeling, she's not loved, she's neglected, the husband is neglecting her. Also in the case of Waringe, this case, even if you go on YouTube and type Rollins Waringe, this boy who killed his father, mother, and his whole family, even the story was brought on the headlines across all the media in Kenya. But this boy was neglected. Yes, we agree he committed a crime, that was being guilty, that is guilt. There's guilt. He's guilty of murder,
but
of multiple murder.
He was not feeling it.
Or he was not feeling it.
Yeah, because he was
Meaning,
in a state of out of the touch.
Out of touch, emptiness.
Yes.
So I think also these issues, these are an issue that we have a lot of these issues are so much in the society. There's this student who killed himself in KU. He locked himself in a house, and he killed himself with 2 GCOS, carbon monoxide. Yeah? And he slept, he took the Pyritons and slept and died. Because of there was a situation, the girlfriend was cheating him, because he's because he was broke.
So guys, as we wrap up this discussion, we have already discussed about these disorders. These are the problems that our youth the problems are affecting our youth, and our youth find it difficult to go through life, because life is composed of so many things. So as we try to wrap up this up, try to look at yourself, try to
reach out of your
Yeah.
to reach out to your friends and talk to
look
them.
for help.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look
So
for,
don't forget to subscribe, watch, and share.
yeah.
Goodbye.
The